From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, we've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Luis Severino. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. He'll also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Whips it to first on the run.
He's out.
In time. Got him. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Castro settles underneath it, and there are 2 outs.
Batting third, left fielder
Soto in his 8th season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. 2-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Back here at Tropicana Field and towing the slab, number 19. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And now Yohan Moncada.
Hey.
Fastball for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an
This ball well hit left center field, and that splits the gap. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
He was all over that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Man at second. This one in the air center field. Has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Austin Wells. And a ground ball to first. Guerrero takes it himself. They limit the back now in Tampa Bay. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And stepping in for New York, number 41. That one fouled off. It goes down looking. And there's a foul ball. Severino, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits
inside.
Inside. Ball one. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Number 9, the next to hit, takes ball one. On the ground, right side.
Foul.
And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Guerrero under it. And that is that. Back here in Tampa Bay, bottom of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, number 15.
Inside, ball one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Swing and a miss. 0-1. In the air to left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. This is Corbin Carroll. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Back here at Tropicana Field, new inning getting started. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up now for the Mets. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
One down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, number 9.
Popped in the air, left field. Castro gets under it, and there's 2 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Carroll moving under it. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Now up for Tampa Bay, Yohan Moncada. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Rips one to right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second safely.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Castro in the box lays off for ball 1. That one ripped, but foul. In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to
Got him, that's
second.
an out.
Out. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Swings through that one. It's a strike. Back now in Tampa Bay as we go to the top of the fourth. Ketel Marte up now for the Mets. This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's one away. That's ripped into the outfield. Reaching for it and brings it in. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's in. Ball 2.
In the air, left field. Castro pulls it in on the run. Bottom 4 as the Rays come up to hit.
Ball 1.
Out to short, Lindor. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now it's the second baseman. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Fouled off left side. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, number 41. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Ball, that's just out.
Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Ripped to right. He's got it. One up, one down.
Now batting, right fielder, number 27.
Oh, great stop. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Now one
Ball
missed.
2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings and misses. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Corbin Carroll. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Pushing for more, pushing his luck. Here is Moncada. He's already homered in this game.
Well, these...
Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. And a run scores on the double play.
Up next for the Rays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Fly ball down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. In plenty of time to first. Back here in Tampa Bay, top of the 6th inning, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up now for the Mets. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2. That one blasted deep to right. That's back and out of here. Vladdy blasts one out the opposite way.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Foul ball there. The 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The next pitch misses. Ball 2. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's
ball 4.
inside
Take
and
your
a good
base.
at bat ball 4. Back to the top of the order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Over to second for 1. To Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. That's too low. Ball 1. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Willie Castro.
Fernando Cruz.
Ball.
That's down and in.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
In the dirt. And
Ball,
that
that's
misses
out.
off the outside edge.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing.
Runner takes
Ball
off.
four.
And
Take your
ball
base.
4 to aboard. First and second, no outs. Austin Wells next to hit for the Rays. Swings through that one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him swinging. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. On the ground to third. Ramirez. One at second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning. Back here at Tropicana Field and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. That's off
Ball,
the inside
inside.
corner. Ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. Ball to strike. No question about this one. It's out of here. Juan Soto with a rocket. And they close the gap. It's 4-2.
Nope. Outside. Hey!
Ottavino, 40 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2006. That's in there, 1 and 2. Just
that's off the
misses the
plate.
mark
Ball 2.
outside the zone. Got
Hey!
it. One away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 0-1 now. Late that time, and it's strike 2. This one in the air, center field. Carroll under it. Takes it in for the out. Going 1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Ottavino is just 1 strike away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Off
Ball,
the mark
that's
there.
outside.
Ball 1.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off.
Got him. That's the ball game. And you're